Hi, welcome to another battle report by Ragnoff. This is a Lizardmen with my son's dwarves versus High Elves. This is our first 8th edition battle, and because my son had gotten some new dwarf models he wanted to use, we did a huge battle. It was 4,500 points per side. High Elves altogether, dwarfs had just over 2,000, and the Lizardmen had the rest. New terrain generation rules. Okay, some weird things. We rolled the little town, and the town is over there. You can see we have a mysterious river, a couple mysterious forests. The little white things represented some sort of rune. I don't remember now what they were. They did not have a big effect on the battlefield. On the left side of the river over there, the little ruins looking thing is an arcane ruins, and the town has a wall associated with it. On the near side here, the tower is a ghostly mansion. The ghosts attack everything within 6 inches, and then that's a ghostly wall, so defenders cause fear. Here's a better look at the town. We set it up. We really had a lot of fun with the terrain. Those are normal buildings. Again, I cannot remember what the two white things represented. The two piles. So here's the armies as they're set up. It's an awful lot of points on the board when you have 9,000 total, 4,500 each side. So my army, the Lizardmen, had a couple of the normal slan. I had a number of units of stegodon or of salamanders, sauruses. The skinks skirmishing in the woods, some more skinks in the water. We discovered by placing it there that it was a lore of Light River, which attacked me a couple times. Salamander, the slan with his temple guard. The first dwarven unit is a cannon. To the left of that, some Kroxiger, another salamander, some more dwarven artillery in the background. Here you can see the first unit of dwarven warriors. These are the veterans, his generals in there. You have some thunderers, the pterodons in the back, an organ gun. And on this side you have the other unit of dwarven warriors. These are hand weapon and shield warriors, and another unit of sauruses. The High Elves had, I believe, those are the white lions, and then we have spearmen, we have a bolt thrower. Sorry for the picture being a little blurry here. Tyrannin is her main character, the named character, with dragon princes. And you have some of the Phoenix Guard, some sword masters, a big horde of elven spearmen. We were very concerned about that. A couple of archmages hanging out about. There is actually archers on the ghost tower, which I thought was humorous. She just decided to set up next to the ghost tower because it doesn't do a lot of kills. Her lion chariot, a couple more bolt throwers. So here we go. Here's a look at the elf lines from the lizards. I'll look at the lizard and dwarf lines from the elf perspective. Lizards and dwarfs get the first turn. Lizards, as you can see, push forward all along the line. Here's the far right flank. We're moving around the town. The pterodons are trying to get where they can see, but get some cover from those buildings. And that river causes some problems. The Kroxigers get light of battle by moving through, but the salamander takes a wound on the salamander and loses 3 crew members. You can also see here, actually I've cast magic as well, and the main effect my magic phase had was to miscast and kill off some of the temple guard. Pretty much everything else was dispelled, or the total force spell I actually only rolled a couple dice at, but was going after weakening the lion chariot on the far left so that it wouldn't charge. Shooting took care of a few things in the High Elf army. The Haunted Mansion got a bolt thrower crew and an archer on the ground. We only got a few spear elves with our shooting. So High Elf turn 1. The Dragon Princes charged through the river and attacked the Kroxigr up there. I had the one model faced backwards. That proved to be kind of prophetic about it. As they charged through, they lost one guy due to difficult terrain, but the others get up there. They gain Brianna's time warp from the river. The large spear block also declared a charge at the javelin unit there. They took some wounds from javelins and actually failed that charge. Magic, she cast the attraction, Curse of Arrow attraction on the flyers, trying to get some shots in on them, and irresistibly cast Flames of the Phoenix on one of the dwarf blocks. Some skinks, dwarfs, and some other things were killed in the shooting phase, although no ghosts kill elves. And hand to hand, the Kroxigrs are totally destroyed. So here's kind of look over on this side. You can see that she reformed the guys on the bridge to get them out of the water, the free reform after the victory there. So there we are. Okay, Dwarf and Lizard turn 2. The Pterodons fly over that mage, dropping rocks. They'll kill the mage. The Salamanders on the Sauruses, on the top right, charge the White Lions in the woods. We have an interesting battle where the trees participate. The dwarves here, who have the High Elf spell that will slowly burn us to death, goes ahead and charges those the High Elf cavalry right there, including Turnin. It's not as crazy as it sounds because we have a Dwarf King in there. Our shooting finally does well. Here's what we shoot off that back line. Couple Sword Masters, couple Elves, whole bunch of the Phoenix Guards. On this end, the mansion kills a couple. There's a bolt thrower that used to be just in front of the mansion there on the mansion's left, our right, and it's gone. Skink dies as well. The battle is pretty horrific. Lots of dead dwarfs, lots of dead dragon princes. So here's the dead dragon princes, and here's the dead dwarfs. The dwarfs lose, manage to flee past that Saurus that holds, and so the High Elves are fighting the Saurus. Dragon Princes, and of course his mage is still there. Over here, it's again a big slaughter. First of all, the forest eats 2 of the Sauruses. Saurus and White Lions just do a lot of damage to one another. The White Lions win this fight, but the Saurus are able to stand. So here we have a look at the battlefield. This is looking from the other side than most of my other pictures were. You can see the White Lion Saurus fight and a couple of the other fights lined up. This is actually, the High Elves have moved here. I'm sorry, because you can see the big block did charge up into the little skink unit, which held mostly to slow them down and to try to give my other units a chance to get in there. Mostly the High Elf players, my wife, is just repositioning her elves to move a little bit closer in. That last picture was the last we see of the Pterodons, as in the upcoming shooting phase, the bolt throwers decide that Pterodons in the backfield are a bad plan and turn them into a bunch of skewered flying lizard chickens. I hear there's a sale on lizard chicken wings going on. So the magic gets Fury of Cain, which kills a couple Temple Guard off, and gets Irresistible Flames of the Phoenix. Over here, the mansion kills a couple more of the archers, who kill a couple more of the skinks. Here's some more dead Sauruses from shooting and magic. The White Lion Chariot also disappears during this turn as it charges and gets killed off, loses its last wound to javelin fire from the Stegodonts. The fight doesn't go quite as well for the Sauruses here against the White Lions, they break the Saurus, kill the standard, and chase into the Dwarven unit there. And of course, the spearmen off the skink unit, the skink unit they were fighting. Tyrion and his pals wipe out the Salamander and his crew. They're gone.